Thank you so much. Thank you for this forum. Asante sana. Mimi nitachanganya Kiswahili na Kizungu. Si kweli? Because mimi na believe nikiongea Kiingereza naongea from the head. Lakini nikiongea the language of my mother I speak from my heart. So I'm so honored that you have this forum, and I'm so happy that our young people are thinking about changing this country and people coming together for the betterment of this country. There is always a belief I have. We will always spend a very short time alive and a very long time dead. I don't know if we just spend like 70 years like then a very long time dead. And then there's always a purpose why you travel in this universe, where you travel in this journey of life. And it is time now we come to realize the impacts of what we go through, where we went to school, where we went to campus, and every other thing, what we left. Kwa sababu saizi, ukiuliza primary school, the last time we were going to campus. But me, I think there was something special about my childhood because I was so passionate about planting trees. And there's a day I went to my former high school, I found the tree that I planted. We had a shade under it, and we had to sit down and discuss our things as a family. Even if it was partners. So, after going to life, after going to Kenya, we have to do partners. And that is why me as Amos Mwaka chose to vetage politics. For those who don't know me, sorry I did not introduce myself. Maybe it's a long time. Mimi nimezaliwa pale Kikomba. Nimekuwa pale mambo kutoka pale Tabora. But I was so passionate about education. Nikasoma primary school. Funny enough, secondary school yangu ni pale Temple. Hapo bus station. Hapo Mumbi House. Hiyo shule kwa sababu nilisomea. But tukapata na babu UN atalikuja baadaye. Time yake ndio kusiani. Hiyo ndio nilikuwa napiga siasa na chama cha Tanzania. Mimi ndio nilikuwa wakati nilikuwa na kitu. Nilikuwa na sponsor wetu wa Gema. Watu wasema akatosha mara mbili. Kwa sababu wakuje. So bado nilikuwa nasoma struggle. I'm also a certified public accountant for and in the University of Nairobi, I studied political science and economics. You're the from the UN. Mimi sio kagere. But sisi ndio tulipata shida kutoka kazi na kosa. So ikabidi ndio biashara. So mimi nafanya biashara pale Kamukunji, ile kampuni ndogo ya Makema. Hapo ndio sasa kufanya business. But eventually I expect to have it, I will come to venture to politics. When we had very harsh conditions for us, business people kuna vitu zinachoma wa goods, imported goods, tumeshukuliwa na watu wa KRA, tumeshukuliwa na watu wa counterfeit, meaning the business community they are saying we have to have a person who will represent us in parliament to fight this divorce because they are not legit divorce. So that's why I ventured into politics. Na mimi kitu moja pale kujiamini, as much as I've been brought up by a single mother, mimi kujiamini 100%. Because when you come from that, hiyo ndio chini sana. Based ya mama yangu watu na kwetu. For like nalikuwa strong fighter, and I want to encourage you guys, and I want to invite you guys, you educated people, come into this space of redeeming our country. Our country cannot go to the dogs with the kind of grace that you guys have. We are in a state, politically from the side of view, I can tell you, we're in a very bad state because of poor leadership. Poor leadership, that one consists on corrupting the minds of our leaders. Kila kitu ni mtu wa pango, pesa kidogo of the mingi, na hii inawaambia levels, highest levels of government. This is what is hitting us. And we always say, I live for something. I live for something. And I live for this country. So that at least people from who are coming, generations who are coming, they don't go through the challenges that I go through where I am. Because I have had to spend so much money, for example, I've had to corrupt so many people just to be where I am. But kwa nini nafanya hivyo? Si kweli? Kwa sababu kila siku kutembea down unashona kaji na kutembea mbili. Unashona polisi na mtesi. Ukienda biashara shida mingi, si kweli? Lakini kwa nini kwa hiyo na sisi tu hapa? We can build this country and change this country for the better. For people an equal, fair, very equitable and fair playground. Young people is actually respect where they come from. We need to get people for what they are, for what they possess in their mind, and for ile kitu ile ability ya watu. Si mambo ya kujua la shule ya roho sio. I hope I'm speaking to someone. Si kweli? Yes, sir. Yeah. Kwa sababu hii nchi ni kila kitu kitaka nasema hivi ndio kwa mimi am so lucky that mimi sijaona kwa yote. Nilichagua Jubilee kwa zoni ya UDA. Na ninashukuru mheshimiwa babu sana kwa sababu alinikampenia sana, alikuwa ananiambia ile honestly na genuinely, and for me is a truthful person, is a very truthful person. Hata kwa bunge mkiniona mara mingi tunatembea na babu kwa sababu I believe in what he believes for this country. He believes in this country, na ni mtu mwenye ni mtu mwenye aliyezuiliwa na mtu mwenye ana stand. Kwa sababu hii Kenya na one day lazima Kenya itachange. Wacha kudanganyana, lazima itabadilika. Mliona juzi kwenye mtokea na mkakisha rais kila kitu kabadilika. That is a spirit. They don't want to listen to us. They have to. They must listen to us. This country belongs to us. So mimi nafurahia sana kwa leo. Na asanteni kwa kunirecognize. Na asanteni kwa kunipatia hii forum. Na mimi kama kijana wa mlima tuko hapa kufanya transformative politics. Si politics ya kujipenda, hiyo achana hiyo. Tumeitwa pesa kwa nini, lakini tuachane hiyo. Hiyo itanipeleka nikuja kwa hii dunia nikiwa uchi na nataka nikiwa uchi sitaki kuja. Kama nitaambiwa nikuja na magari nini, nenda kwa zaziri pia sio. Siko mbele kwa zaziri, sikila mtu anachuki na pesa yake katika karume wote wanapenda. Uko nenda kwa zaziri, wanaenda kusafari sana na ujui what holds for you. But the moment you see people suffering because of corrupt leaders, it really pains because this is not what we are meant to be. As Africans, when hapa Kenya amesema tuko na hiyo, we have that thing in us, and that's why you see most Africans control everything in this world. Ukinia mambo ya sports, mambo ya medicine, mambo ya the best minds like Dr. Sebi, the best minds in everything are actually Africans. So it's even that military and church, tuko na hiyo special gene. Now let us not allow ourselves to be manipulated. Let us not allow our country to go to the dogs again kwa sababu ya pesa kidogo. Si kweli? Na sisi hata kama watu wa kulima, kwa sababu in as much as I'm almost Muslim, and I say this, I know tumechanganyika. Si kweli? But as much as I'm almost Muslim, many was born a Kikuyu. I did not choose to be born a Kikuyu. There's a purpose God created in me that I be a Kikuyu. Let you agree. And if I don't make it around the world, very well. But when I got a dead already, no need to share our passion. Nani kimboya change leadership in Kenya, ikuwe ni leadership yenye inasikiza watu na leadership yenye inasaidia wananchi. Lazima tuwe na leadership yenye sisi wenyewe. Kitambo kiangalia kina Nyang'nyong'o na kina Orengo na kina nani wote, hizi movements za watu wenye wamesoma watoka hapo. Siku hizi watu wameanza kidogo na siku mbaya. Lakini it's time to declare this country. Si kweli? Watu wana stand for change na watu wanakuja ready to fight with even their blood. Kupigania na damu kubadilisha nchi. Na mali nchi imefika kwanza kaza kupeleka na hizi mastori tunasikia mpaka wazadi hapa ashwa. Even hadi cases ya kwa wanataka kuuza sisi nani shwa. Na sisi tupo. These are the reasons our forefathers went to the forest and guys and decided to leave their wives at home to go in the forest and fight to live in this country. We cannot be fools, we cannot be cowards. We better die standing, but we never live on our knees. We got to live for something. Let us live for something. We cannot watch this country I can tell you when my former president left this country, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, aliyekiona deni ya 8.5 trillion. Na tuliona zile barabara alikuwa anatengeneza na zile vitu kufanya kwa kusema hadi Kisumu nikaenda kwa kitabu. Hadi Nyeri hadi wapi hadi Kitale kila mahali. Tunaangalia na barabara zile hadi kwa super zimewekwa kwa Nyalenda watu wako na jambo. Right now our debt is around 11 trillion. And then for the 3 trillion, we cannot account for anything. Hakuna kitu mzakaya kufanyia. Na hii pesa yote imeibiwa. Yaani unapata watu na wale Marekani wake wamespend pesa. Na tunasupport sana kwa sababu tuko na information nyingi sana. Sisi wazazi wetu wanatusaidia kwa sababu tuko na good policies. Mimi nizawaambia hivi, mimi nikisoma UoN nililipa the first year nilipa 20,000 na nilikuwa napewa help ya 60k. Second year nikalipa 20, that year nikalipa 25, forget nikalipa. I paid 90,000 for my university education. Sasa angalia, who can afford even university education? It's a privilege of the few. Ni kweli? Na sisi tumekaa tumenyamaza. And for any sane leader who cares about the future of this nation should empower the people and educate the people freely, kwa sababu kwa university wanaweza kuleta change kwa nchi, innovation na kila kitu. But these people don't even care. That's why you see graduates brought in days of but if I give you a system, but the way of so it's time for us to fight to make sure we have change in this country. And let us watch out for this kweli. Sisi ni wabunge na sisi ni waheshimiwa, but kama hiyo ni waheshimiwa, mimi am ready to chini tupigane na nini kwa street to make sure we can change. Unajua tumeheshimiwa kubadilisha maisha ya watu. Mimi sijui waheshimiwa kwa magari kubwa, waheshimiwa kupata hizo privilege za hospitalini. And I'm ready to stand with you in everything you fight. Si kweli? And I'm so happy that mko kwa leadership ya hii. Na nataka nyinyi pia mkuje bunge. Mwingie kwa nafasi zote ndio tubadilishe nchi kwa wengi. Hatuwezi kuwa na lavu. Tulikuwa nasema juzi, the advantage tulikuwa nayo ya finance because watu wakikotu bunge na sema so what happens is if you are opposing, we raise something that's called a division. A division is raised by members wakiamua na sema wamekataka hiyo. And it has a minimum of 30 members. Ndio msikike na speaker. So sasa hizi baba ningepoweza ni serikali. Division ile labda mimi na babu ama watu watatu. Watu tasikizwa ever na that's why na mheshimiwa babu wewe ungekuwa bunge. Because if you have a deciding voice unasikia speaker ni maana personally to whoever. The same way sasa mimi pia ni yako wanajua nikiongea naongea kitu yenyewe wataki kusikia. But the power belongs to people. Power belongs to people. So pia mimi lazima mko na dreams na mkuji. Na mimi pale nimetoka, sina mimi nimetoka wapi? Ni kweli? Na kama mimi ndio bunge wewe sikia. Sasa kwa ndio speak sana. Kama mimi kijana niko shamba nimeingia bunge wewe unasema wewe singiaje. Lazima pia uwe na vision na lazima to force between change. So me, I'm so happy for this forum. Na mimi na encourage kuna mingi sana ili tuweze kudiscuss issues kama youth, kama leaders, universities na nini, because so many people look up to us. And I'm one of them. And I always be here for you. And I support this cause 100%. Take this chance to invite our future president. Thank you so much.
What is good and all the time. Comrades power, comrades clear, comrades run, comrades delete, comrades together. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. The President and Musa, I want to take this opportunity to really thank you so much for inviting me to this special function. To my great friend, son Professor, thank you also so much. Indeed. So to the comrades who are here, to the Sir Paramount Chief all the way from South Africa, and to Reverend Waiguru, my great friend Steve from Dago, and my brother and a great friend Mheshimiwa Honorable Amos Mwago, tunamwita Amo the best. And one of the ways is dispensing knowledge carelessly from the basket of knowledge. Amo was my senior at the University of Nairobi, and when he was in third year, was in first year, so we were looking up to Mheshimiwa. And the Almighty God has given me an opportunity and a privilege to serve with him at the National Assembly. He's just a few years ahead of me, but we are 8 sets. Actually, 8 minutes, because it's around 2 years, right? So that's more than 8 minutes. So, therefore, today, having this opportunity to talk to comrades from Mount Kenya, and to be precise, student leaders from Mount Kenya. I want to talk to you as a former student leader and as a leader in this nation. Because when I look at you, I see myself. And when I look at myself, I see you. Therefore, there is no difference between you and me. The only difference that we have is only time, but nothing special about me that you don't have. It is age, it is on your side. It is brains, you possess. Whatever is happening in your brain is only your Almighty God who knows. So the intellectual balance is at optimum when you look at you. leader is the same way you are a student leader, serving in different capacities. But that does not matter because we've had leaders in parliament, some of whom were never student leaders but have been elected. Some don't know the four corners of a classroom, how it looks like, but they have been elected. So therefore, you being a student leader, you possess a great potential to serve this nation at a different level. But before you reach there, life is about the isness, not the oughtness. But for you to achieve your oughtness, which is the vision for tomorrow, you must achieve the vision and the mission for today, which is the isness. Because without the isness, you cannot get the oughtness. So the oughtness is the dream that we have, what we want to be, where we want to go, and how we want to get there. But the isness is who you are, what you are at the moment, and what you have, what you possess. Some student leaders say that they don't have the capacity to deliver. But in the Bible, the Almighty God, when He met Moses, asked Moses what he had. Moses said that he only had a stick. It is that stick that delivered the Israelites from the bondage to Canaan. It is that stick that turned into mysterious things, including a snake. And it is that stick that was hit in the sea, and it parted into two, for the name of the Israelites passed through. Therefore, what do you have as a student leader? You will realize that you have so much. So there's so many similarities between me and you, from where we came from. We do agree that all of us come from very poor backgrounds, humble backgrounds, and therefore, what will you do about it? There are so many comrades who have graduated, but there are no jobs. But we don't have jobs because of poor leadership. The problem in Kenya and the problem in Africa is not lack of resources, it is not money, it is poor leadership in Kenya and in Africa. But we keep repeating the same mistake over and again during the electioneering cycles. And therefore, comrades, the future of this nation lies squarely on your hands. Whatever you will do with it will determine where we shall go as comrades. As a student leader, and before I became a student leader, came to Nairobi in the year 2007. My first ever time to reach Nairobi was in 2007. And I remember alighting at Ambassador. And I want you to note, take a mental note, that between 2007 and 2017, 10 years later, I became a member of Parliament. Therefore, you can be better than that way. I see the future. You can be better than me because I was there, and some of you are even doing better than I was in 2007 because having alighted at Ambassador, I only had 3 clothes in a paper. But what brought me to Nairobi was pursuit of education. Because I knew under the back of my mind I knew that it is only education that was to remove me from the bondage of poverty. It is only education that was to help me remove the shame from my mother's face and from my villagers' faces. Then I started pursuing education. And I developed interest in leadership, and that is student leadership. In 2011, I was elected as a president of the Student Organization of Nairobi University, SON. Then I was also elected as the president of the Kenya University Students Organization, KUSO. And we used to work together as student leaders. The same way you are all seated here from different universities, but are working together. There is nothing that has changed. Things are just the same. But because I was always motivated by poverty and the fear of it, I had to work hard. Therefore, as a student leader who is seated here, you must work hard. Work hard until you no longer need to introduce yourself. The moment you meet anybody on the road and you introduce yourself, know that you have not worked hard. So long as anybody can ask you who you are, know that you have not worked hard. So you must push harder, so that anywhere you go, at least people shall know that so and so is in the room. So therefore, let us agree that you must work hard until you no longer need to introduce yourself. Then the most important thing that you must eliminate from your system is fear. Because you already came from very humble backgrounds. Who here comes from a rich family? Let me see by a show of hands. And who here comes from a poor family? Let me see. If you know you're coming from a poor family, background, humble background, are you coming from a rich family? Very good. Are you? Very good. You? Thank you. So we all agree here that we all come from very poor backgrounds. And therefore, only eliminate fear. The moment fear is out of your system, you can go anywhere. Because if you came from the bottom, can you go below that level? If you came from the bottom, you're already at that level. You cannot go below that level. So as a student leader that I was, I decided that the Almighty God had entrusted me with a responsibility, and a responsibility to take care of my constituents. I did not mind and I did not care what people say about me. And as I always go to Embakasi East Republic, I tell my people that Babu Wino labda hawezi ingia kwa kampuni yoyote kuajiriwa kwa sababu Babu ana jina mbaya na anajaribu jina yake kitambo. So I tell my people, wacha niseme tu kuharibu jina yangu ili nipate services that you need in your life. So at the university is where I was known. And I was known at the university because of the work that I was doing to my parents. Because I noticed and I knew very well that comrades were coming from very humble backgrounds, and therefore if God delayed, even for one day, that comrade would not attend a lecture hall. That comrade would not get 10 shillings. Then Uganda was 10 shillings. And it's not long. 10 shillings could not be afforded by comrades just to buy a meal in a day. And so many comrades were poor now. So many comrades could only afford one meal because of where they came from. Remember, we come from different regions. There are comrades for them to reach Nairobi. They will start by walking, then they use a boat to cross a lake, then they use a donkey because of the terrain to check the where matatu is. Then after that they board a matatu to Nairobi. Then after that they walk to the university. So how many means of transport are those? So many. Having known that, I said that it doesn't matter. But I had to deliver my constituents. Health delay meant that a comrade could not go to class. Health delay meant that a comrade could not afford accommodation, which means they had nowhere to live. Health delay meant that a comrade could not get food. So I did not allow even a single day to elapse when health delayed. And I used to hold serious demonstrations. Whatever the NCs are doing now, I did it. In the year 2011, I was holding demonstrations. But they do it even better than me. They did it better than me when they were holding Ruto to account. So comrades and student leaders, sometimes we get disappointed with some student leaders, but there are those who are really doing their best, and I want to also congratulate them. There is this issue of the new university funding model, which I will discuss shortly. So therefore, at the University of Nairobi, I served my comrades, managing security. I used to come out, talk about it. There was the government, then there was the opposition government, then there was Babu Wino's government, which was equal. Working on both the government and the opposition if they were getting in bed with each other. Therefore, there were only three arms of government. That was the main government, the opposition government, and Babu Wino's government. But I decided that I would do whatever I had to do. So that if comrades missed accommodation, I would talk about it. If comrades lacked fees, we had a bursary fund kitty that we ensured through the help of generous Kenyans and also the university. We set aside some money to help pay for fees for the comrades who completely lacked. At that particular time, at least I have my witness, comrade and advocate Steve is here. He was also serving in campus at the Council of Students Union at the University of Nairobi. So whatever I'm saying, at least he can bear me witness. So comrades, as a student leader, you have lots of responsibilities to execute. Not for you to be seen, but because it is the you are supposed to ensure that your comrades are comfortable in the university. You are supposed to ensure that the government does not mess up with your parents. So many years, comrades. So many years. We have teachers, up to now, they call me 15 years ago, still don't have jobs. Yet reality is in different professions, no jobs, yet you have been trained. We have a government that keeps promising and saying that we are going to make your future. We will lift you from the bottom of I've seen everything in life. I've enjoyed everything I wanted to enjoy. I also have kids that I wanted in life. And I also have a wife that I wanted to marry. So I've enjoyed everything, I've seen everything. So the only possibility remaining for me is to change a life of a fellow Kenyan. And in pursuit of that, I shall not fear anybody. And I shall not allow my conscience to be corrupted. Just because somebody feels that they are in a position of authority. Where Ruto is today, people were there. Kenyatta was there, came and went. In fact, died. Moi was there, came and died. Kibaki was there, came and died. Uhuru was there, came and left. But he will also die one day. Everybody is going to die, right? Ruto is there, he will come and and the moment we leave, there are people who will occupy that position. And we can't afford to see our nation sink, because which country will we want to inherit? And therefore, always, as a student leader, you have a responsibility. You all come from Mount Kenya. Majority of you are student leaders. You heard what people promised you in Mount Kenya. You heard what you promised your parents. You heard the sweet smelling words that they used to con your parents and your relatives. You are leaders. Do not say that you are not a member of parliament. You are a leader. What are you doing about it? What have you done about it? What have you said about it? Right now, we have the new funding model. That is the elephant in the room. The other day, Ruto was holding a town hall meeting. Today, we have a town hall. This is the real town hall meeting. Even before town hall meeting, Bandia, President Ruto is a product of education. Why not for education, he would have never come to Nairobi. Why not for education, he would have never been a member of parliament. Why not for education, he would have never been a deputy president. Why not for education, he would have never stolen our votes. Because even stealing needs what? So it is literally education that has given children a wife and children. Why is Ruto punishing the future of this nation? Yet, in 1987, when he joined the University of Nairobi, Ruto was being given boom. Boom was not a loan. Boom was a grant. It was not meant to be repaid. If in 1987 university education was free, and this is a factual statement, why is Ruto making education, university education expensive now? We all know the role of education in economic development. We know when you go to the hospital, you will require people who are skilled, who are doctors and medics. That is education. We know when you want to plant, you do farming, the ratio in which you will make your fertilizer in agriculture, that is education. We even know that for you to drive, that is skill. You must go to driving school, that is education. We even know that when you are partaking in the biological process, that is what? So literally, education is everything in this nation. Why has Ruto decided to assassinate education in this country? The only gift you can give to a child, the only two gifts that you can give to a child, number one is your time as a parent to the child. Number two is education. It is education that has made you sit here. It is education that is going to give you a husband. It is education that is going to give you a wife. And it is education that is going to give you your future. Can we allow Ruto to destroy such an important asset to us? Therefore, comrades, you must wake up. You must rise to the occasion. There are those who are called, and you will be called severally to status. The student leaders across the country. There are those who cancelled demonstrations last minute, just because you were given 20,000 from the office of Interior. 20,000 Kenya shillings. Comrades. Hata kama ni kunoma aje, yani tumefika hiyo level. Reach that level. Therefore, comrades, for those of you who held demonstrations, I want to congratulate you so much. For those who did not, please you must organize your own demonstration. And this is across the country. Because you owe us as comrades. Ruto is no longer a comrade, but you owe us as comrades. You must change this nation. I don't hate Ruto. I only hate what he does to Kenyans. Because Ruto is a person who was brought up well in the church, but the devil took him. So he should come back to where he used to be. Ukweli wongo. So, as I conclude, comrades, as student leaders, 2027, you must be somewhere. Yes. You must be a leader in this nation. Either as a member of County Assembly MCA, or as a member of National Assembly, or as a member of the Senate, or as a women rep, or as a governor, or as a CEC in the office of the governor or chief officer. President is what I will tell you will not get in 2027. We have to also be objective. So you can't be. So in 2027, comrades, I have a bag full of tricks that will help you win any seat that you shall win. There are ideologies that will involve thinking, and the ideologies that will involve use of muscles where necessary. Yes. So if we combine those two, we will definitely win. Because comrades don't wait for you to be given anything. Take it, comrades. Don't wait to be given. For me, instead of position I'm going to fight for, I really request the people of Kenya to vote for me. The rest then they leave it to me. I know how we take that position. Because I cannot come from the radar to Nairobi to lose in Nairobi now, and my opponent is a wicked. We have an unlucky opponent, and we want him to lose. And by the way, I'm being very humble when I say that. Because if I just remember when I should go back, honestly speaking, is it an option? What about you, comrade? Look at that area, look at the constituency you're coming from, look at your member of parliament. Is he or she better than you? No. I mean, she doesn't need comrade. Look at the one where you're coming from. Are they better than you? The MCS. Is that governor better than you? Comrade. Is that woman better? Is she better than you? Is that senator better than you? What are you waiting? 2027, you must take the position that you want to go. In the course of that pursuit, two things can happen. One, three things actually. One, you can lose, but life will still proceed, because as a comrade, we will have to ensure that you come out with two things from the university. Two very important certificates. Number one, a degree certificate. Number two, a marriage certificate. So, you can still be a winner in 2027. Two, you can win. And three, you can also die. But if you die, comrade, it means that is your time ilifika. So usianze kusema ati I'm still young. What even today is a child probably was born and died with no single sin. So the moment you go in your life, time yako ilifika, because it is God who gives and God who takes. So don't fear even death when you are fighting for what you think is right in your life. And you must come out this time around. Maneno ya tribalism, weka kando. Hiyo sasa, sasa nikiwa kwa nyumba sijui niseme lugha gani. But comrades, you must serve this nation. It is only you. As Mheshimiwa was here in Bushi, Parliament is there. We used to have parliamentarians. Now we have parliamentarians. There's nothing there. Saizi you see, we are being told to join board. What are the position taken? I want to see the world. I will respect my political leader, Baba Raila Amolo Odinga, but it does not mean that I have to agree to everything that he says. I'm also a father and a husband, and I can also make decisions. But I will respect, but there are certain directions that I will not take, irrespective of what happens. What is the worst? Actually, some first class honors, masters in actual science, low second class upper division, masters in law in public international law, second masters in law, democracy and development. You are telling me all. See, I can still have the life. So, for me, and I believe that I will respect but I will not support rule. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to take this opportunity to wish you well in your journey, and also to wish Baba all the best as he goes to Addis Ababa or Baba. I also note that in our party, we don't also love the youth. So we must love the youth. See, that is it. Hatuwezi kuwa time ya kufanya kazi, we work like donkeys. Time ya kukula chakula, wewe ni mdogo. Nasema bado ni mdogo. Which man can try to pregnant in this world? Ni mtoto. So we must tusicheze na watu. It is only God who knows leadership ya kila mtu kwa maisha. But we continue to be respectful to our elders. Tumeelewana vizuri. So comrades, thank you very much. God bless you.
take their country back, and we are hoping to have a place where Dr. Fakia will push the help of this country to a Singapore direction to get on this. Thank you very much.